is good, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to another Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Once again, we've got a bunch of great content for you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying all of this. Please share this video, of course, hit that like, and let's get this thing rolling. So, Voez on the Nintendo Switch version 1.2 update launches August 24th and adds 12 new songs. You can check out a preview of this as well. So, the Nintendo Switch version of Voez will add 12 new songs through the release of its version 1.2 update on August 24th, bringing the game's total number of songs to 146. Publisher Fly High Works has announced. The 12 songs are as follows, and there's a whole bunch of them here, so let's just go through quickly. They Seem Like Blossoms Yet, Spring Snowflake Flower, Noel, Valle de los Cardos, I probably said that wrong, sorry to all my Spanish speaking friends, Asian Dance, is it Lil Phil? Lee Phil? Graduation Song, Camanta Lebu, Inspired, Fisher, Atropos, I probably said that wrong as well. Yoake o Matsu Kimi no Uta. So a lot of great songs there. I'm pretty sure all of them sound great. We do have an actual preview, so you can check out the music from there. Each song is previewed out there. I might have it running in the background as well. And this game is very unique. There's very few games on the Nintendo Switch that you can only play in portable mode, and this is one of them because it uses, I think, the touchscreen in order for you to play, but I'm not sure why they just didn't add button control so you can also play the game on the TV, and I think that's what's holding me back from actually picking this game up. I simply don't want to just use the touchscreen to simply play a game. I want to be able to use the buttons to play music games because there's other music games that are coming or other music games that have been out, like I think like Timbaland's Beaterator, and there's like DJ Max, and there's various other games. Heck, even the Guitar Hero games, you don't need the actual guitar peripheral to play. You can use the buttons. So I think it's a little bit of an interesting decision that they didn't input button control on this. All they have is touch control, so therefore you can only play it in portable mode. And if you can only play a game in portable mode, I can't stream the game because I don't have a capture device to hook up to stream the game, to have it up to my layout. I need to have the game being able to be docked, so then I can hook it up that way. So very interesting, or at least maybe there is a way that you can do that. There probably is. Of course there is. There probably is, but I don't have a way to do it myself. So I'm pretty sure this game is already doing well for them since they're releasing new content. I don't see why they would release this content if the game wasn't doing well, and they're happy with some of the results so far, but I also think that adding the value to this game that they're doing is very smart, so people will jump back into it. So are you guys into this game at all? Voez, what do you like about the music? What do you dislike? What do you want to see them add? And how has your experience been so far only playing in portable mode? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the next article here, we have some big news when it comes to Valhalla Game Studios. So Tomonobu Itagaki has resigned as Valhalla Game Studios representative director. Itagaki takes on prime advisor role to help the younger developers bloom. So Tomonobu Itagaki has resigned from his position as representative director and chief technical officer of Valhalla Game Studios to assume a new position as prime advisor, the company has announced. In two separate messages provided in the press release and on Facebook, here's the press release. I, Tomonobu Itagaki, would like to announce that I am stepping down as representative director of Valhalla Game Studios and will be assuming the position of prime advisor to the company. As one of the founders, I feel I have an obligation to explain to you all why I have come to this decision. On April 1st of this year, I celebrated my 50th birthday. Until now, I would spend day and night concentrating on the development of one game, molding and polishing it into a product full of excitement. Once that game was completed, I would immediately head into development of the next game. Through this pattern, I have released numerous games. Now, with the passing of my 50th birthday as a personal milestone, I will put into effect a change that I have been planning for some time, changing my place and purpose in the game development industry. Rather than working for just myself or just my own company, I wish to contribute as much as I can to the game development industry as a whole and help it grow by passing on my own method of development, my own method of creating games to those who would like to work with me. I will, of course, continue working with Valhalla Game Studios, providing full support to its young staff. I hope all the fans and industry representatives will continue to support Valhalla Game Studios and myself as well. Sincerely, Tomonobu Itagaki. Now, Itagaki also put a message on Facebook as well, and that's a little bit different, a little bit more personal, kind of not not as businessy as this one. So you can check that one out in the link in the description below. But I do think that this, I guess, was coming. He said that he's been planning this for a while. And I'm actually a huge fan of Itagaki. For those who don't know, Itagaki was the creator of Ninja Gaiden. He also created Dead or Alive, the fighting series, Dead or Alive, the beach volleyball series as well, Devil's Third. So yeah, he definitely has a lot of say in the industry. He kind of brought back that hardcore action game as well with Ninja Gaiden on the Xbox. That was just a punishing game. Whether it was fair or not, that's up for discussion, but it was very punishing and people found a lot of pleasure in playing the game as far as that reboot of Ninja Gaiden on the original Xbox. So Itagaki, I think he is definitely, I guess, past his prime a bit. We've seen with Devil's Third, while he created a game, I think, was at its core a great concept. It just wasn't necessarily executed great, and obviously it was just moved over from so many different platforms, PS3, 360, PC, then they moved it over to the Wii U, Unreal Engine 3, then just not enough time. I mean, there was just so many issues with that game. I do feel that it could have been a great game if the original plans went through and if THQ didn't go like bankrupt and all that. I think it probably would have been released to a better state on the 360, PS3, and PC. But overall, I do feel that Itagaki definitely has earned his place in this industry, despite some things that have went on. And I feel that as far as Valhalla Game Studios, I wonder what they're working on next, because all there really is like Devil's Third on PC, right? The Wii U version, the online is no longer working. It's defunct. It like stayed online for like less than a year. Within the same calendar year, Nintendo like shut down the online or something like that. I know it was shut down in less than a year. So they're not having that anymore. Really, all they're working on, or all they have, is Devil's Third Online for the PC, to where you can play the multiplayer. Doesn't have the single-player campaign. So I wonder what they're working on next when it comes to their projects. I would like to see that, but I think overall they need to focus on making games that are a little bit less compact and just like so much stuff. Devil's Third had so many different things that it factored in. Go back to what made Ninja Gaiden amazing. Maybe you guys can make a brand new IP that's like Ninja Gaiden, an action game like that. Have some different weapons, go through third person, create a combo system, and go from there. I think Itagaki is really good at stuff like that. So I would like to see him do something along those lines. So what do you guys want to see out of Valhalla Game Studios and Tomonobu Itagaki? I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. And as far as your favorite Itagaki games, whether it's the original Ninja Gaidens, the Dead or Alive series, or even Devil's Third. I know some of you guys like that game out there, so let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the last article, and something that I'm extremely jealous of when it comes to our friends across the pond. Fire Emblem Warriors Limited Edition has been revealed. So Nintendo has revealed that Fire Emblem Warriors is getting a limited edition in Europe. It contains the game itself, a 3-disc soundtrack, and character art cards. Only the Switch version is getting this edition. No such luck for the new Nintendo 3DS version, and no word on the pricing at this point. They'll likely be a bit cheaper compared to the Premium Box and Treasure Box editions in Japan as far as what they're getting there, since those ones do contain an art book and a Dragonstone crystal. The limited edition will be released on October 20th in Europe alongside the regular edition of the game. So this looks really good. It's nothing crazy. There's definitely been better special editions. Obviously, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild had an amazing special edition when it comes to worldwide. Now, if you're in Japan, that special edition with that Dragonstone is pretty cool. Not as good as the statue, not as good as some other stuff, but still really good. But I think this one's actually not bad. You get the game, you get some nice box art. Well, it's just kind of plain. It just says the game, and then nice printed background. I do like the background, but the box art as far as the special edition is pretty tame and not that great. You do get the 3-disc soundtrack, which looks really good, and the cards, the art cards, look great as well. So I'm hoping that we get this edition in North America. I think that would be fantastic. Although if we didn't get this one, I wouldn't be, oh my gosh, this is horrible, this is so bad. Although like for other stuff like Hyrule Warriors, we didn't get the scarf. Like that wasn't everywhere. I guess like only like Nintendo New York, that's the only place that you can get that scarf. Plus there was like a watch or something like that, or some type of other thing, pendulum or alarm clock or something in Japan. I don't know if we're gonna get anything. We didn't get anything last time with Hyrule Warriors, so I'm not sure if we're going to get anything this time. But I would love for this to come over. I would definitely buy it. I think it's a nice looking addition. The soundtracks look great. Anytime Nintendo does like a soundtrack included into a game, I'm all over it. Heck, even if it's third party, like Shin Megami Tensei 4, which had such a horrible soundtrack. There's like barely any songs on there, but it's still cool to have. I know there was a soundtrack for like The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I remember picking that up. So you guys already know how I feel about Fire Emblem Warriors. You guys know that I'm hyped for it. I literally talk about it daily. There's always news that comes out, and I always talk about it. So you guys know I'm hyped. I'm looking forward to it. For all those in Europe, or maybe even people that are going to import, because you can probably import it as well. Is this enough for you to pick it up? Will you be excited for this special edition or limited edition? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. It really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also make sure you check out our Patreon page, pledge any tier, and be entered to win some awesome prizes each month. In addition to that, we have Discord voice chat and $10 prize each upcoming from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, and more. Support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you ninja for the next video. Peace.